You're listening to ARTCAST from our studio in Sofia, Bulgaria. You're listening to ARTCAST from our studio in Sofia, Bulgaria.
Hello everyone, my name is Gudrun Columbus Monica, and today I will be your host in our topic Film is Life, all the way from ARTCAST Radio Studios in Sofia, Bulgaria. First of all, much appreciation to our sponsor Erasmus Press. As I introduced earlier, our topic this week is Film is Life. Why Film is Life? Simple question. Film is life because it's a depiction of social reality in the screen, so it's the representation of real life situation. Many people prefer to call it movies or cinema, but briefly, film, a motion picture or photoplay is a series of still images that when shown on screen create an illusion of motion images. This optical illusion causes the audience to perceive continuous motion. There is different kind of or genre of film, and they are categorized based on similarities in either the narrative elements or the emotional response to the film, such as romantic film, action film, science fiction, horror, biography, documentary films, and so on. The process of filmmaking is both an art and industry, and the word cinematography, where we get cinema, means the art of filmmaking itself. I'm in love with this kind of art, filmmaking. Personally, Gudrun Monica, I am a filmmaker, and what inspires me to be a filmmaker by choosing film in my university studies is the life of Africans. I'm an African from Tanzania, and the time I grew up, I realized that there are a lot of bad representation of Africa in the media and arts, especially in film. So I decided to be a filmmaker to tell stories about Africa to my fellow Africans and to the world, so they can know what really happening in Africa and what does it really means to be an African, without forgetting to preserve African history. My favorite filmmaker is the late Osman Sembene. He's a legend. He's from Senegal. By using his films, he liberates African people's mind in such an amazing way. By watching his films like Zara and Sedor, I proved that film is life.
Where is the love to be found, young people? Nowhere around. For I woke up Saturday morning, feeling sticky and dirty after work. Took a walk down a riverside. I roll a little spliff, sat down on a stone and start to cool off, with my burden down a riverside. For I check around the youths, and I try to teach them the truth, but lay the burden down a riverside. I walk through every corner, try to find someone to talk to, but I have to lay the burden down a riverside. Give me the man. For I walk and I talk, and I linger and I search. Lay the burden down a riverside. Right away and I walk. I knock the youth man pocket and I try to search around them here. Lay the burden on a riverside. And I sat down quietly, watched the fishes circle around the little stones. Lay the burden on a riverside. Give me the man. I cocked my ears and I heard the little birds whistling in the tree like so. Lay the burden on a riverside. Live good among your neighbor. like sister and brother and come with me a Riverside. All you need is pray to Jah quietly. You sit in secret, he shall reveal. Lay the burden down a Riverside.
You're listening to ARTCAST from our studio in Sofia, Bulgaria.
Jah provide for the birds in the air and the fishes of the sea. So what about me? Lay the burden down the Riverside. Look at the crow, they tire not neither do they spin. Yet Father provide for them. Lay the burden down the Riverside. Come with me, let us walk and talk and pray quietly in search. Lay the burden down the Riverside. Even count the sun. Look at the color of the stones. Oh, Jah make each and every one individually. Lay the burden down the Riverside. I'm asking, where is the love? Where is the togetherness too? Lay the burden down the Riverside. I can't take the war and I can't take the shooting, no. Neither the looting, just the burden down the Riverside. I trod round a rima, even in a jungle, to find a quiet place. Round the arena, Nannyville, I'd come to a trail. Lay the burden down the Riverside. Oh yeah. And I knock, and I search, and I whisper, and I preach. Lay the burden down the Riverside. Oh yeah. Where is the quietness and the love to be found in some corner? Lay the burden down the Riverside. Come with me, let us walk. Search.
Welcome again to our podcast Film is Life, and I'm your host Goodwan Monyika. In this topic, I had a chance to interview one film student from University of Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. Let's hear what he is going to say about Film is Life.
You're listening to ARTCAST from our studio in Sofia, Bulgaria.
Hello, my name is Filippo Canton from Tanzania, and I'm here to contribute on the topic Film is Life, based on the questions that have been sent here. First question, what film means to me? To me, film is a medium that is used to express, to present and represent what is really happening in a particular society, the society that the film is talking about, and by what is really happening in a particular society, I mean the culture of that particular society, the political, social and economic aspects of that particular society. So perhaps the film is talking about a Ugandan story. I would go watch that film with expectations that I'm going to see the culture of the Ugandan people, to see the political aspect, to see the social and economic aspect of the Ugandan people. So to me, a film would mean a representation of what is really happening in a particular society. I choose film in my studies because I have passion for films. I've loved films since my childhood. You know, I've always watched film and said, man, I am in love with passion. So I've had passion for film since my childhood. You know, so I choose film because I have passion for film. Do you think film is the right kind of art to tell a story? the right kind of art to tell a story wouldn't be the appropriate statement, because there are so many right kind of art to tell a story. You have novels, you have plays, you have like so many other kinds of arts. But I would say film is one of the best kind of art to tell a story. Why? Because films tell a story with visuals. You see, let's say a film is telling a story of this woman who is going through depression. So it's very easy for a person to feel what this woman is going through, because they can see it with their eyes that this person is going through depression. This person has had a rough childhood. She's having problem with her family. She's having problem with her husband. The tortures that she's going through, and so it is very easy for someone to get onto the shoes of that character that the film is talking about. It's very easy because they can see it with their eyes, unlike in other kind of arts like novels, where you have to read and create pictures in your mind, which is very hard because sometimes those pictures are not even the exact pictures that the author intended to show. So I would say film is the best kind of art to tell a story, because film tells a story with pictures and with visuals. I like romantic, love and comedy films. Why? Because I feel like these kind of films tell what is really happening in a particular society, because these kind of films express the daily life of the people, the struggles they go through. What else? They express the humor, and like it generally expresses the daily lives of the people that the film is talking about. Unlike other kinds of films like science fiction or animation, the films that hardly tell about the culture of the societies that we know, because more, like other films express what is happening in a world that does not even exist, So to me, I like watching love, comedy, and romantic films because they express what is really happening in the daily lives of of that particular society that the film is talking about. And to me, when I go into a film, I expect to see, I am interested in seeing the culture of the people that the film is talking about. If I do not see the culture of the people that the film is talking about, then to me, I leave the theater unsatisfied, right? So on the topic that film is life, I don't have much to say, but I would say film depends on the society, depends on the real life circumstances and situations for it to exist. If there was no life, then there wouldn't be a film. That is so obvious, by the way. But film takes stories from the real life situations, and so when you say film is live, it's very true, because film expresses what is happening in the real life. Film talks about the politics of a particular country or particular community, and you see them happen, like really happening. Film talks about the culture of a particular society, and you feel like this is exactly the culture that these particular people have. Film talks about the social aspect and the economic like you watch a film and you see life inside of it, and with that, yes, I would say that film is life. Film is life because it expresses the real life situations of societies, and that was my contribution, and thank you very much.
You're listening to ARTCAST from our studio in Sofia, Bulgaria.
Hello, welcome once again, dear listeners. It's your host Goodrun from ARTCAST Radio. Bulgarian people prefer to call me Goody. Yes, Goody is a short name, simple and easy to pronounce. Our topic today is Film is Life. You heard a lot from Filippo, the upcoming filmmaker from Tanzania. I like this guy. He's so dedicated to what he is studying. Of course, I know him. He was a crew member in my short film I ever made until now called Kelov. Now, I'm going to share with you the process of filmmaking. Some people think filmmaking is the easiest and funny job, which is not true. It may be funny if you love it. There is no easy way to put the kind of life you want on the screen. To prove it, just prove it by discovering the film budget that used in Hollywood or Disney film. Yeah, you can get what I'm meaning. Here is the three main process of filmmaking, which is pre-production, actual production, and post-production. I will explain it just briefly according to our time.
You're listening to ARTCAST from our studio in Sofia, Bulgaria.
Let me start with pre-production. This is the heart of film. This is where ideas become stories, and the stories become script, and scripts become storyboard. The producers are in charge in this process to hire the crew, which will be under director. Sometimes the director has a chance to choose the crew he or she is going to work with. And according to me, in a film crew, everyone is a filmmaker. Then, to hire the gear, equipment, to deal with contract to actors and crew, this is where you do recce. To visit the setting where you are going to film, check the permission, light, any interruption or distraction sound that may be happen. Here the director and DOP, director of photography, are responsible also. In this process, producers should make sure they get all legal agreement, example, actor release form signed before they start shooting. All the documents should be signed before you're going to the next stage. Mostly, pre-production is the paperwork and is the most important part of filmmaking. If you mess up here, you mess up the whole film. And a lot of film failed because they failed in good preparation from the pre-production. The next stage in this process is actual production, filming. Most of people like this stage, and of course it is the easiest stage. Here, the director and his crew should be confident with the equipment first of all, and I believe in this process is where we find the work of art in filmmaking, starting from actors, art director, set designer, lighting designer, boom operator, director of photography, grips, and main director. This is a very interesting, busy part of filmmaking. A lot of people in action for the same purpose, And the last stage in the process of filmmaking is post-production. This again is, some complicated stage like pre-production. In this stage is where all the footage that you shoot are going to the editing room under the editor. Editors are in charge in this process, assisted by director and producer. Editing process is where to clear all the mistake and problem occurred during the shooting process, during the production. Rough cut footage, if it's ready, they are going to show to specific people like the executive producer and sponsors if they are for their approval. Then the final product comes out ready for distribution and screening. I like screening because when it's come to screening, most of filmmakers prefer to screen their films in some film festival before to the theater. This is where some people do film reviews, film criticism, and award are given also. I really like film festival. One example of mine is Zanzibar International Film Festival from Tanzania. This is the biggest film festival in East and Central Africa, where more than 100 films are screened for 4 days, day and night, and the last day, which is 5th day, is a award days. This here film festival, which I missed because I was here in Bulgaria, it's my film teacher who also filmmaker Amir Shivji won 3 awards with his current film T-Junction. The film T-Junction won a European African Award, Bongo Movie Award, Best Actress and Best Feature Film Awards. I'm really happy for this because despite of being my teacher, he's my favorite Tanzanian filmmaker.
You're listening to ARTCAST from our studio in Sofia, Bulgaria.
Elimu ni biashara tutasomaje? Vitani na maskani njongome zenyewe. Elimu mitaani.com nayo naje. Heyo narudi nyumbani na mkuta mama kibarazani. Huku niko bwacha alafu na chupa crest mfukoni. Sura amekunja eti staki skuri kwa sababu afande mkisi ananiburuza kwenye madawati. Nafahamu ligi kupiga mzinga, anasema umeshaanza, hacha mziki ufanye maisha. Na nyonga vyani kwenye wizra, kisha najiripua nipate speed ya kulalia. Sisi ya demu wangu inaingia hile kimkwara, nasema kesho nikipata nisipati ile buti dilochanika. Anasema ananipenda kwa sababu ya mikunyo na saundi zangu za mitaa. Tatizo lake ni mama huruma, ana mind kujivinjari na bring me superstar. Sasa hivi adabu anayo, tingwani kutira mdogo wake mwisho. Ninamrukia juu ya kitanda chomea wa kambo. Kicho kinani huma kuandika commercial style. Mika mwamba anasema kwa wapumbavu hardcore inadili. Demo niliompa haisikilizi na kida nikifuata ananirusha miezi miwili. Miwili nikijumlisha na maisha yangu kugani ni kama reli. Tangu enzi za kufreestyle, enzi za kutaka chance kudija kinisimia maiki, enzi za kubeba begi mgongoni na swing za Kinyamwezi. Mfereji wa mitaani, elimu na utamaduni ni za thamani kushinda almasi. Remember that. Freestyle zangu za maskani ni heshima kwa washikaji, sometimes misosi yangu mezani. Lengo langu ni kupata ruhusa, at least pesa zangu zikurudishe ndani ya jela. Kwani nimechoka kuwarusha wewe na wauhio wako mnapominyana kwenye kona. Ndani ya studio mika na chonga, eti kwa nini songe langu na besi moja na mjibu besi mbili ya utatu zinaniyeyusha, wakati raia hawataki tepo kununua. Anasema traki na malaria, na hii ni kete ya mwisho kijabuma lebo ananitosa. Anakutosa. Na kuna kicho nafikiria, najua nikirudi swasi kama kawaida masela watasema. Nikitoa kari wanasema, ila wakitua wao ni kari, mimi wanasema tu. Hata mtahani tulipozaliwa, tukiwa tunawakilisha mistari, wao walisema. Kiomanda na waribu madara zao na tuition na kega. Ndani yako kwa weko sinapanyuka bongo flavor. Hakuna elimu duniani kubwa kuliko ya mitaani, na thamani kuliko ya mitaani. Tunasonga kistemu na ndoto kede. Elimu ni biashara tutasomaje? Mitani na maskani njongome zenyewe. Elimu mitaani.com nayo naje. Tunasonga kistemu na ndoto kede. Elimu ni biashara tutasomaje? Mitani na maskani njongome zenyewe. Elimu mitaani.com nayo naje. Tunasonga kistemu na ndoto kede. Elimu ni biashara tutasomaje? Mitani na maskani njongome.
You're listening to ARTCAST from our studio in Sofia, Bulgaria.
Hey, I hope you learned and getting new ideas about film in this podcast. And of course, I believe you are with me in this idea, which is our topic, film is a life. I believe film is a life. Film changed a lot of people's life, either in good way or in bad way. This is only proves that people believe in what they see especially in films. It's opened the world for them. Some even changed their lifestyle for what they saw. And I know if you watch a lot of films, one day you will see one character related to you or relate to your life situation, because the film, as I told you, is a representation or depiction of social reality. But all in all, film is a work of art. Yeah, film is art. Thank you very much for listening. Please share this podcast to your friend and film lovers, without forgetting to subscribe our YouTube channel Open Space Foundation and follow us on Facebook and Instagram Open Space Foundation for more updates from ARTCAST Radio. My name is Gudrun Monyika. You can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you and bye.
The project is carried out thanks to the financial support of the European program Erasmus+, K-Action 2, Capacity Building in the Field of Youth.